Well, back to Fog Entertainment, and we are here to rank every Resident Evil movie. There is 6 of them, brother.
Straight away, this S category may as well just show itself the door. I don't think it's going to be getting used. As for category D, get ready, because you're going to have some company any time soon.
So we're going to just start off from the first to the last one.
I think we should, because if we do it the opposite way, it'll just feel like I'm going to stick them all into the same category. So, yeah. And I know a lot of people seem to differ. A lot of people seem to... I know there's a certain film that a lot of people seem to think is the best. Then there's another certain film people seem to think the best. And then there's another film that people think is the best. Now, out of all these 6 films, there seems to be 3 I've realised that people think are the best. Now, there seems to be 3 that I don't think I've seen anyone say are the best. And those ones happen to be the last 3.
I'll tell you what. See this one, the 4th one. It's good until they till the fucking
ship.
Yep. I would say it's. I wouldn't maybe say it's the best, but it legit feels like it's happening in the same world as these 3. But see, once you get onto the ship and it's like an umbrella lab, and like that guy from Prison Break's in it, and I mean he's just pish. I mean it's the fact Chris Redfield, right? He's like one of the most known people, and he's only in this one. But anyway, we're going to kick off with the first one. We'll go through each movie as we go through it. Well, when I was doing my movie review, I think I gave the first one a 7 out of 10.
The first one's, in my opinion, the first one's the best one. It's a favourite one. The first one feels the most like Resident Evil to me. It sort of has a feel... It sort of has like a kind of mansion feel to me. Even though it's not in a mansion, and well, technically,
I like the fact there's a whole.
I like how they're underground. I like how they're confined. You know, narrow. Like you say, there's a race against the clock. See in other movies when they go in like they're in open spaces. To me, that doesn't work. Horror movies, you need to be confined. You need to be like trapped. It's a good. What do you call it? It's a good.
What?
It's a good situation. It's a good environment. You know what I mean?
Environment.
It's
like if the first Resident Evil game was in a fucking a football pitch, it'd be pish.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And I don't know. So anyway, I think the first one has the best characters as well.
I mean, if I'm thinking about flaws of the first one, it would be the fact that, like, the whole squad, the whole Umbrella squad gets wiped out like that. Most of them.
Yeah, by the laser room. The laser room was it's a really good scene. But yeah, it kind of wipes out the entire team.
I think, see the main guy, could he not have survived it? Could he not have stopped that as soon as it was about to go right through? Like, to me, that's probably like one of the most iconic deaths in the movies. Him getting sliced into a trillion pieces.
But the only thing is,
I would like to have seen him.
If it doesn't slice him into a trillion pieces, how else does he die?
I don't know, man. There's fucking multiple ways. Look, we could say the same about everyone else who died.
Well, everyone else kind of got jobber deaths, no? JD gets, you know... Are we supposed to be spoiling these movies?
Fuck. Why, spoiler alert, man. If you have, who would watch a rank in every movie if you've not watched them?
That's a good point. So anyway, half the team get
these people are like, oh man, why'd you spoil it? Because we're fucking, I mean, all rules are off.
Wait, this isn't a review, so we're not going through the entire movie, are we not? This
is why we're ranking it, key points and shit.
Yeah, I'm looking at the other deaths, and you get JD, who gets dragged into like the elevator full of zombies. You've got the other wee guy who just gets kind of ripped out the car door by the liquor. You've got the other guy that gets Anderson. There's
a couple of heel turns and shit like that.
That's what I mean. There's no other, and you've got Michelle Rodriguez.
But I'll say this: know what I like about the fact the whole squad getting wiped out? It obviously makes them a hell of a lot weaker because everyone else who's alive and a part of that team is bit, weakened, or a shite bag.
Yeah, and it just adds to the horror environment. Like, see if they were like, if they're walking around the whole movie and they've got the whole squad there with their guns, then to me it's like, you know, they feel a lot more secure and less vulnerable. So yeah, of course. I mean, it definitely helped.
Yeah, and the ending's good. Sets up
Like,
what should have been a great second movie, but
totally at the fucking blue, like, but see that movie Dog Soldiers? I don't think it feels as like much of a horror because it's actually trained,
yeah, like SAS.
like army, and they've got guns. I know they're fighting against werewolves, but see if that's like a horror movie and it's like a bunch of fucking like teenagers or whatever that haven't got guns, you know what I mean? Or, like, but you've noticed that most horror movies, like, they tend to go for, like it says, unarmed, trained, like, but it doesn't. It does feel so. Even like Doom with The Rock, see when some people feel more capable. I think it does lessen. Do you not think Doom feels more action?
That's why Predator is a perfect action horror movie.
Yeah, but Predator would probably feel more of a horror movie if it was just picking on. But then again, if it was just picking on normal people, they wouldn't have a fucking chance. Like, but yeah, but you get what I mean. So
yeah, but where are you putting this?
I can see why they eliminated half the team.
No, I know. Well, to be honest, the rest of the team, bar the leader, were pretty pissed, so I've no problem. I would just like to see him get.
How did we see it? We didn't really know they were pissed. They didn't get a fucking chance to do anything.
I know, but you could. You could just tell the black guy, man. I don't know his name, right? So I'll just call him
Colin
the black.
Samuel.
What, the actor or his actual name?
That's his actor.
Yeah,
His name was One.
One?
Mm-hmm.
Well, One. Resident Evil 1.
One scene, you're out, mate. One scene.
Exactly, one scene.
I preferred the setting. I preferred the zombies. Had the liquor. It was cool. The race against the time.
The train.
The
hive.
The hive. Be underground.
You cannot leave here.
The Red Queen, the Red Devil, whatever she's called. I mean, this was good. I like this. To me, this felt more like this felt more like the games. Even though people argue the second one feels more like Resident Evil 2, to me, this Resident Evil feels more like the games than any other of the Resident Evils.
So this movie sets up massive plot holes for the future ones.
Yeah.
Because in the sixth one, which I know I'm skipping ahead to, it's actually revealed that she's a clone. She's never existed. She's based off one of the Alexander twins.
I don't like Alice, right? The only reason she's fucking the main person is because the actress is the wife of the director. But anyway, who cares, right? I'd say I'd put this
B. I know we just did something there. We based it off that show alone, but I would like to actually base this off actual movies. So where does this go?
Yeah, I'd probably give it a B.
And we're at 7 minutes. Right, into the second one, and I think it's one of the movies where
most people say this is the best.
I think they're fucking retarded.
I disagree.
I think some of it is great. Well, like some of the actions, but it's just such a missed opportunity.
I don't know, just something about this movie. Just I don't know how you could prefer the second one over the first one. I just don't see it at all. There's some good stuff there. Obviously, you've got the Nemesis chasing down the Star members.
Mike Epps is pretty fun.
Yeah, like that.
GTA motherfucker.
Yeah, they got the black guy. They introduced Jill. They introduced
Carlos.
Carlos. Which is pretty cool.
The liquors in the church scene's pretty good. But then she just drives in the bike, and that just fucking.
Yeah, to me, that's why I like the first one as well, because Alice is like
a jobber.
Yeah, see, that's when she just drives through the
That
window.
makes no sense.
To me, that takes the horror element straight out it, and then it's, you know what I mean? There's being prepared and able to handle yourself, then there's just taking the piss, and that's what that is. So,
and then the whole gimmick of the old guy who apparently's got the vaccine. Well, that's another thing. The second guy in this in the wheelchair who's apparently got the vaccine, like the T-virus thing. And then, but by the time you get to I can't remember which one it is, but by the time you get to one of the later ones, there's apparently another guy who they killed who had it. Like, it's like you're just fucking crossing over each other here.
Yeah, I'd put this in C.
Yes.
So it's entirely up to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could maybe see later on, but maybe see later on.
What I will say is,
the ending's weak.
I don't think there's enough categories in this because I don't mind the second one, and there's no way it's only one category higher than some of these other movies.
Right,
so
we'll just fucking include this as dog shite.
Well, it was D, so may as well.
Yep. Coming in, Extinction.
I don't know this movie. I know a lot of people think it's alright, and you probably think it's the best one.
Well, I don't think it's the best one, but I think it's alright. No, but see with this one,
The endings, the battles
Oh.
are kind of alright. You got the doctor guy. He's sort of trying to train and trying to make the zombies livable. I get it. They're out in the desert. What I will
it's a
say
different
is,
environment. The ship.
yeah, that's what I will
I
say.
like that.
The first three films are all very different. So I'll give them credit for that. They do feel very different. You can definitely. This is not like. See, like a Scream or a Halloween,
Where it's all the same shit.
where I couldn't tell you if it happened in the second, fourth, or third one. You know what I mean?
Or the
Seeing
10th
this,
one.
like 1, 2, and 3 are all,
They're
recognizable. They're all different.
Carlos dies in this one. Well, that's everyone in that group
I kind of
dies.
sacrificed himself.
The infected birds and all.
Yeah, I mean it's all right. Like to me, I'd put it in category C.
But see to me, right? See, especially in a movie like thing like this, we're getting to the end of the fourth movie, and there's none of like the big hitters. Like, how's Wesker only getting introduced into like the fourth movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean to me, Wesker should be.
And Chris is only M1. Surely, when you're thinking about doing a series based on a game thing, you're like, right, we need to put these people in.
I mean, to me, Wesker should be somehow implemented at the end of the first one, or I don't know. Could you not have seen Leon in the second one?
Yeah. Except that's another. Fuck. That's for a thing. But see, to me, I preferred what.
I don't know how a movie series can. How can you be doing a movie based on a series that has so many iconic characters, and some of them you wait until like the last movie or two. Some of them you don't even fucking use, and some of them you use once. Like to me, it makes no fucking sense. You know what I mean?
Yep. And to me, I prefer 3 over 2, even though maybe it's not I prefer it, but I just think 2 was such a missed opportunity. I prefer 3 over it.
I don't, but I'll give you it because I'm not.
No.
I don't like 2. I don't like 2 that much to argue its point.
Why would you put 2 above 3?
I just felt it was more like felt more Resident Evil to me. I felt like zombies were more like actual zombies, and by the time you get to 3, it's like he's trying to train them and shit. And I don't know, just,
Okay.
I felt by the time they got to 3, they were kind of getting away from the series.
But would you agree that 2 is a massive missed opportunity, and that with what they've went for in 3 worked more than what they did with 2?
Maybe aye.
All right.
The bad guy in 3 is alright as well.
It turns out it's not actually dead.
Yeah.
And he comes back in the 6th one. Anyway, moving into the 4th one. Resident Evil Afterlife 3D.
This one's bad.
Yeah.
This is bad.
I actually enjoyed it until you've got Tiggs in it. You've got the other guy. What's that? What's the guy in this? He's like, he has the watch.
Basketball player.
Aye.
This is the introduction of Chris Redfield.
Awful.
Also, see, the third one introduced Claire Redfield, who was fucking terrible in the movie.
Disappears in the 5th one, comes back in the 6th one. There's a
Not nothing like her character in the games.
But see,
see, I don't get. What? See, if they're not basing the movies on the games, why introduce these characters?
I know.
Seeing the first one, am I right in thinking there was no characters at all?
Exactly.
Now, why did they change? I don't know why they changed it. Because I don't know. To me, the first one's like the best. Like, if you're not going to use the characters, that's okay. But I don't know why you would make the first movie with none of the original characters and then decide to just add them in.
In an ideal world, that whole Umbrella team in the first one could have been the Stars 8 Bravo Alpha team.
Yeah, but then you're wiping them out, like, in
Or
first 20 minutes.
it could have been the Bravo team, and then the second one's the Alpha team getting sent into the Hive to see what happened. Maybe something like that could have happened. And then that's when you get the introduction of all your star power.
Could have done that, but they didn't.
Anyway, though, this 4th one, basically, she's flying about. What's happening? She lands, just gets a bit of a flashback, runs into Claire.
Dog shite.
Basically, this is what happened. They took them away, man. Took me away.
So they escape from something because it's getting overrun with zombies.
But see, at this stage of the game, there's like 5 people left on planet Earth.
I know, it's mental. They end up on some ship where Wesker is. They get into some fucking fight scene and it's fucking retarded.
Claire and Chris get,
job. jobbers.
And this Chris guy, we're supposed to believe, has just been locked up in this cage for about 10 years.
And he's supposed. I mean,
This is Chris fucking Redfield here.
I mean, look at Chris in the games and look at him in the movies. Come on, you trying to tell me it's the same fucking person? I think so. But anyway.
And then like it's weird, like Kim Coates' character's like kind of like working with Wesker.
Yep, dog shite.
Like, I like the whole I think the whole execution and introduction of the Magini things, it wasn't too bad. But I don't know. I just think the whole final third in the boat makes this movie go from all right to fucking what's happened here.
Yep, dog shite.
Dog shite. Right, the fifth one, Return of the Clones. This one's fucking. I mean, how do you wait to the fifth movie to introduce Leon?
And his character's pissed.
Ada, Leon, Barry.
Who else?
There's probably more people.
Probably more jobbers from the Bravo team they did.
Who is there? There's another guy that's with them. But basically, the whole gimmick is we're in this simulation. Wesker's working with you. Alice, he sent this team in to get you out because this is the bad Umbrella team, and we're in Mother Russia. And there's these simulations that we're going to go through.
No, I see this, but this time.
Michelle Rodriguez is back in this
But
one.
this, you've got all the multiple clones, and
You've got one back.
This is the worst one so far out of the five, undoubtedly. I mean, Resident Evil 4, you could make an argument for putting in at C. I feel like it's harsh having the Resident Evil 4 in the same category as 5, because 5's Abomination.
Oh, and Jill's back in this one.
They're all back. They're all, I don't know, they're all dead, they're all back.
Jill,
There's like multiple Jills, there's multiple Leons, there's multiple every cunt. There's like a good Michelle Rodriguez and a bad Michelle. It's just an absolute mess. How can anyone follow this? And the guy that plays Wesker looks like such a fucking nerd, man. I mean, Wesker's a big, built, intimidating guy. See the guy that plays Wesker in the movies? He's like a fucking...
I don't get...
It's a guy you'd phone up at tech support and be like, yo mate, my
why
computer's
not
not
just
working.
get the guy that played him in the game? Because it's like... That's what
Chris, you've really become quite an inconvenience for me. You know what I mean? Like
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can give.
I can name loads of iconic fucking Wesker like things from the games, and to be fair, he wasn't even in that many of them. See, in the movie, I can't name one quote. All I can think's him
It's just a
sitting
lot
at
of copied shit from the games that have nowhere near the same delivery.
he's sitting at a chair, and that's about it.
Right, and anyway, this one ends basically because Alice, we need you to save humanity. And then basically the final shot of this movie, right, is the White House with Alice. Well, I'm trying to think because Barry dies, right? Who gives a fuck? So you've got Alice, Wesker, Jill,
And a bunch of flying BOWs.
Leon and Ada, right? So the movie ends, you're thinking, right, they've actually got a bit of star power here, and there's going to be the final stand. Yeah, and there's a bunch of things flying, but the final stand against humanity. So what do you think they do going into the last one?
Get rid of all them and just have Alice and a bunch of fucking people you've never heard of in your life.
How can you kill this amount of people off? You know, and then in this sixth one, they bring back Claire, and it's like, well, where were you in the fifth
Right,
one?
well, can we just put 5 into dog shit?
Yep.
It's not even debatable whether it goes between 4 or 5 is last.
Right, and then in this one, it turns out the guy for the third one isn't actually dead. And it turns out, wait, hold on, he's got multiple clones again?
I mean, this one you could put... I've watched, I'm putting it last.
Oh, well, it's just... And then it's like, well, let's get back to the hive.
And they ride on like some big fucking armoured truck for half the movie, and then...
Oh. And then the whole revelation...
But it's a bunch of jobbers. She's literally in a team full of like 10 people, and they end up getting picked off, and it's like... I paid like fucking $5 for this movie.
Yeah, I know.
You don't give a fuck who's getting killed. It's awful.
And then it's like revealed, like, oh, you're a clone, you're based on this person. But then it's like, well, what about all the shit from the first movie where she was making a deal with that guy's, with Nemesis's brother, no sister, remember?
Yeah.
So was that not real? And then it's revealed in this movie as well that Wesker and the guy that's been cloned a million times killed this guy for his research. But what about the guy in the second one?
It's a shit show. It really is.
It's like, you had something good. And you shut up. And then it ends. What's it even? Oh, it ends with her dropping the thing that's going to cure the rest of the world. And then it's like, but it'll kill you because you're a clone and you're immune. Oh wait, but it didn't kill you. Oh, we're all in this together.
But apparently that's the last one. Thank fuck. Will they bring out another one? Hopefully not. They are bringing out a TV series, so I don't know whether that'll be any good.
Well,
I can't be
put it
any
this
worse
way,
than
right?
these movies.
Well, quote unquote, the second and third one we differed on, so it's a swing state and it's not rigged. But if you can see a pattern here, it kind of just goes from the start to the
Yeah, start to the end, really.
That's what I make about that. And is there any complaints with that?
No. I mean,
Will you ever get?
I couldn't even name a character from the fifth or the sixth one. I mean, obviously there's Leon and Barry.
Yeah,
and Ada.
I couldn't name ones
I mean-
that aren't actually that are actually in it.
I couldn't. I you only know them because they're from the fucking Resident Evil universe. It's like I cannot even think of a character that they brought. I mean, at least in 1, 2, 3, and even 4, you can say that they introduced like new characters that you can remember. It's 5 and 6. I don't remember nothing. I just remember absolute painful to watch movies. Probably more painful to watch those movies than it was listening to this video. And on that note, guys, we're going to leave it. So there is the Resident Evil tier list, and who knows, maybe we'll do a game tier list. Probably be more fun. Probably more better games than there is movies. Movies are just shite. They are. What a wasted opportunity. I'd like to see them remake.
What movie franchise gets better as it goes on? I'm talking about one that actually has like a decent amount, not like one that just ends at 3.
Not like Die Hard or something. Or Terminator.
Terminator dies at the fucking second one.
No, not Beverly Hills Cops is by far the first. The first one's by far the best. I
I think the third one's funny, but it's not what they were for. It was kind of what they were going for.
mean, if Die Hard ended at 3, I think you could make a case for it.
No, but the fourth Die Hard ain't that bad.
No, it's pish.
I think it's the fifth one's that bad. It makes the fourth one look good.
Yeah. I mean, I reckon there's some people that say in order. If there's only 3 Die Hard, I reckon some people would say in order their least favourite to favourite could be 1, 2, 3. I think a lot of people would have the third one as their favourite.
Well, actually, I know. Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon's actually got 4 fucking good ones. You can't say, oh, well, that one's pish.
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say Lethal Weapon gets better, but I don't think it gets worse. They're all just.
Well, I'd say the fourth one's my favourite. Like,
What happens? Was that one where they're fighting the Chinese guy then?
yeah. What's his name?
It's the Chinese guy.
Right.
What, Riggs and Murdoch?
Myrtle, Roger. Anyway, guys, that's other franchises, but
They're
this
fighting COVID-19 at the end,
one, aye.
but they have to keep a
And
social
then
distance.
they get wee Joe at the end, and it's like, why can't we be friends?
And Joe Biden wins the election, and the Chinese guy just dies and doesn't exist anymore. And you're like,
God
what the
damn it! Anyway, guys, that'll do it for this, man. Any closing thoughts?
fuck? These movies are pish.
Would you argue it's the biggest missed opportunity with a movie franchise, or is there other ones that are right ones?
Yeah, of course. Like, see if done.
What gets worse, this or Terminator? Terminator for the fact that it was once fucking brilliant. Like,
Yeah, well, Terminator 1 and 2, I mean, you've got fucking S level movies, no, I mean, beyond S. 10 out of 10 movies, and then, I mean, yeah, I mean. Is Terminator 3 better than Resident Evil 1? I
no.
don't think so.
But I will say this. I think for Terminator, how many have they made? Say like 7. To me, it's harder to drag
5.
that out.
6?
I know, but there's so many. Genesis, Salvation, just fucking make up your mind. Right. But seeing this, see the amount of characters they've got, I think this would have been easy to make 6 good ones. With
Yeah.
Terminator, I think you will begin to drag it out. and
Well,
drag it out.
I think the TV series will be interesting, because I think if done correctly, Resident Evil TV series could be bigger than The Walking Dead.
And on that note, Trev Chan, look at my guts.